It was a moment no one saw coming, but in a way, it seemed inevitable. We've already talked about the Speeders' 2 championship wins this year, and I know you guys are probably annoyed with all this talk about their team at this point, but this is something different. This event has the possibility of being a sign for the team. All the glory, the greatness, the success. Maybe this is a moment where it all ends, or maybe I'm wrong. Nonetheless, this could be looked back on as either the downfall of the Speeders or the start of their eventual climb. No matter the path, this moment right here is huge, so we might as well take a look. It's Saturday, November 7th. The first qualifiers of the new season are about to start. The Savage Speeders were coming in looking to defend both of their crowns, and after their performance in the Marble League, the expectations had never been higher, especially for Speedy, the marble who's leading this great team. He himself has won 5 gold medals this year, both team and individually, and now he would be first to qualify at the new race named Minty Mania. There were new qualifications this year. Instead of every marble just running 1 lap, there would be 3 different qualification sections. First, the regular old time trial, just 1 lap as fast as you can. Then, the top 8 times will have a race to enter another race that will feature the top 4 from that race. And then those 4 will fight for pole position. Oh, and I forgot to mention, bottom 4 times are eliminated. So now that we know what Speedy will face, let's see how he did in each one. So first up was the time trial. At first, Speeders fans were worried, because last time Speedy went first in qualifying, it did not go well. And it seemed like things would be that way after Speedy qualified second behind eventual race winner Yellow Eye. But luckily, he ended up having the second best time overall, meaning he qualified for the top 8 and would start right beside Yellow Eye on the top deck. He had an excellent run, as he quickly snatched first place away and never looked back. His first encounter with the belt saw Speedy enter it very cleanly, an important factor that will come to play later on. On the second lap, he had a great block on Yellow Eye to hold his lead, meaning Speedy would have a chance to fight for pole. And as the defending individual champ, that's a great thing. So now we enter the third part of this new format. Speedy held the lead coming towards the belt. He gained a little bit more speed than last time, which ended up being his demise. As he hit the belt, he lost the lead to Smoggy. Then coming off the belt was even worse. It seemed like Speedy possibly panicked in that situation, because right as the final lap started, Speedy was put into last. Now that wasn't all bad. He still started off in 4th place on the second deck, and he would have a great start. He had a nice entry on his first encounter with the belt as he tied up with Smoggy. Eventually, on the second lap, he was able to pass for 2nd place, and held on to it until he met the belt again. He had another nice entry. It was pretty clean, but the exit was not, and he soon fell to 3rd place. Luckily, Smoggy made a mistake and chose to ride the curve, giving Speedy second once again. Off the bank, a huge clump started to form, but Speedy again had a clean entry on the belt. But the exit was not as clean. He fell to 3rd once again off the conveyor belt, and it definitely looked like the belt was Speedy's weakness early on. Little did we know, all these little errors were just foreshadowing for what's to come. But right now we're on lap 4. And once again, Speedy makes the pass for 2nd. Now, the belt entry was good, but again, the exit, like every other time so far, was what dropped Speedy to 3rd. But he's been able to battle back each lap. That's good. But now, we're on lap 5, and we already know what happened on lap 5. Speedy came off the bank and approached the belt. He had great speed. Some say maybe even too much speed. And those people were right.
Different lines down that backstretch, and you can see that makes a difference on whether you scrub time moving up the wall or not. We've got a yellow flag here, an incident at the bottom of the conveyor belt we're hearing. Haven't seen what that is yet, but the yellow flag may have been... Hold on, we got a red flag now. The race has been stopped. Track hazards at the conveyor belt. The race will be stopped before the red flag, or neither. Oh, and look at this. Speedy is off the track and is jammed in the guide.
Now next up, let's get into the two possible paths the future will take from this moment. And this is very important because we could see some big changes. Path A. The speeders come back from this moment and end up finishing in a great spot. Whether that's on the podium or on the top 5, just they make a great comeback. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the likelier option. We know what the speeders can do, especially Speedy himself. They've proven that they can come back from anything. Now path B on the other hand, this moment leads to the downfall of the dynasty. It's in the realm of possibility. Maybe Speedy is just never the same after this moment, and that affects the morale of the other team members. He's the heart and soul of this team. He's the marble that's won the championship for the speeders in the final event on 3 separate occasions. This event will undoubtedly be the start of both paths. But which one will be taken? That remains to be seen. This weekend will give us our best predictions. And finally, I'm proud to report that Speedy is all good. He'll make a full recovery according to JMR, which is great. You never want to see a marble end his season or his career like that. So with all that said, good luck to everyone in Marbula 1. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Bye.